Neurodevelopmental disorders like Autism Spectrum Disorder and Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder are complex neurodevelopmental conditions that show up with a wide range of challenges. Education is the beginning of supportive intervention, which is why parents spend a good deal of time researching autism and ADHD with the intent to understand and find the best support for their young adult. However, navigating research trends is like embarking on a journey through a rapidly changing landscape, which can be equally complex. Let's start a foundational understanding of what a neurodevelopmental challenge looks like. Neurodevelopmental refers to the processes that involve the growth, maturation, and organization of the nervous system, in this case, the brain. It includes the complex interplay of genetic, molecular, and environmental factors that influence the development and function of the brain from conception and throughout life. Neurodevelopmental processes are crucial for establishing the connections needed in the brain so the brain has functional networks operating. These neurodevelopmental processes are highly orchestrated and regulated, and genetic mutations that cause disruptions in these processes can lead to neurodevelopmental disorders like Autism Spectrum Disorder and Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Think of the challenge in terms of your young adult experiencing difficulty with accessing the part of the brain he needs at any given time to do what a typical brain can do automatically. The connections in the brain are blurred and drift apart, so the connections don't process as quickly or as efficiently. Consequently, learning and daily functioning is a struggle, or what is learned may be a struggle to retain, without intentional teaching that is broken down into smaller parts that are simplified and practiced repeatedly. This is why people living with autism or ADHD may say and do things that are less mature than their chronological age. What they say or do may sound or look peculiar, immature, impulsive, or out of sync to others given their expectations for how typical people function at any given age. The research says early identification and intervention play a significant role in supporting individuals with neurodevelopmental disorders to optimize their cognitive, social, and emotional well-being. Understanding the implication about early intervention suggests that neurodevelopmental growth is possible even with a diagnosis of autism or ADHD. It's also crucial to understand that neurodevelopmental growth has the potential to continue or become stagnant into adulthood and should not be overlooked once a young adult begins launching their adult life. What occurs all too often is the young adult leaves high school without the structure he once had, experiences an open-ended schedule without the neurodevelopmental capacity to make connections through socially effective conversations, organizing information crucial to their daily functioning, and managing the anxiety that comes along with demands this phase of life requires for moving forward. Many young adults respond to this phase in life by continuing to do what they've always done at home during high school because it's familiar, keeps daily life predictable, and doesn't ignite anxiety that overwhelms their day. For many young adults, the familiar and predictable experience of daily living includes interacting with technological interests. This may be observed by adults negatively if the young adult spends large amounts of time engaging technological interests that develops into an emotional attachment, making it hard for the young adult to take on adult responsibilities. Research trends, however, include the integration of technology as an open pathway to increasing a productive life. This includes virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and wearable devices. However, the use of technology, although stimulating, may not serve your young adult well if the technology isn't used intentionally for teaching that is paired with the young adult's interest and focuses on where growth is needed. A supportive professional can assist with how to integrate technology in an interactive and customized way so social, communication, sensory integration, and coping skills may be taught and learned. It's never too late to start building a supportive network that may assist your young adult with realistic ways to make the transition to young adulthood more functional. A supportive network for your young adult is everything to advancing neurodevelopmental growth. The research emphasizes the importance of education and community integration. That's why building a supportive network is crucial, because it forms relationships that create opportunities for learning and growth. This may be done through Medicaid waivers and vocational rehabilitation government-funded programs in your state that provide home and community-based services. These kinds of services address challenges with increasing adaptive behavior and recreational opportunities, gaining respite for parents, making daily living tasks more functional, and securing realistic employment. It may even provide crucial support for engaging adult education. These kinds of programs provide interventions that focus on fostering inclusivity and social integration. Your place of advocacy for your young adult, whether accessing support through government-funded programs or private professional service, is to identify a professional who can teach a skill effectively. Effective teaching is teaching that is experiential in the environment where the challenge occurs, broken down into workable, simplified parts, and is practiced repetitively and reinforced positively. It's additionally crucial that the teaching is tailored to who your young adult is as a person and in context to the challenge he faces, with the intent to increase a productive and meaningful life. A professional coach who understands your young adult's challenges and needs will create a safe environment where teaching may occur and learning is possible.